fruition. You know, that I don't think we're going to go that route, but it has. Bringing out the Omni Knight offlane, and Toby, I think, is the only offlaner who's done faster than the previous VP. Squadix 20 of age, Kirtic is 20, Noticed also 21 years old, and then the veterans, you have Sayush at 26 and FNG at 28. So they've got that old experience combined with the rest. Well, Temada.
In the early game, majority of your damage is just going to be from right-clicking. You're actually just a little bit of a potato, to be honest with you. And they're going to go again. I don't know if they have the damage for this, but they might.
This one work out. I mean, a couple hits from Tomato might just do the trick with the help of the reflection. He's slowed up. Whitemon dropping low, and so you decide that Centaur support is the way to go, or was this like, I want to play this? Because they also kind of, we talked to TSM at the start of this DPC tour, they kind of, you know, memed around a little bit.
They're going to go on A.
Like it was a thing, but they are going to find an opening onto FNG. It seems like all of these ideas that they have, they can make them work in the laning stage at least.
And here I was like,
the two hopefuls at their home audience.
And I do
following the footsteps of Shopify with these international-ish types of rosters. Nori might get charged though. Tomorrow and top lane as well. Ari below 1 HP. Kirtic will take this one. Kasane forced away. And also the battle.
Midas purchases on pretty much any hero that can use the attack speed.
Yes, that's the key point right there. Anyone that can use the actual attack speed. If it's just for the extra gold, it feels, you know, it just feels like it falls into a pretty weird place. Becomes a launch lane. Oh, got a bit of an attempt here with a Metamorph pop. Sayush dropped low. Tomato on a killing spree right now. Noticed throwing in the bash into the face of the TV. And Whitemon trying to go for some body blocks. But 10 seconds for a glimpse, and the reflection slowing him down. It does look like they can close this kill. Just a few more seconds and they could bring him back. But Whitemon not going to dive under the tower. What else happens out of this? TSM going in mid with 3 heroes. Because the laning stage been going so well, they don't worry about it.
They're going to see the AA.
Oh, AA getting surprised here. They've got a charge coming in from Notice. FNG low on HP. A couple more hits should do it. They can't get there. Tomato might be the one to drop here. Just a couple more to go. The glimpse coming in. The high ground attacks are enough. And FNG with the Ice Vortex tick out of all things kills the TB. And FNG on the move away as Ari in between two. Goes for the stun. Almost gets the kill on FNG as he gets a bit of healing in. Centaur finally finishes the job. Gets stuck with these cold feet. Notice charging onto Whitemon. Sayush will drop that ink explosion right on top of Ari for the kill. The glimpse bringing him close with a stroke of fate connecting. And this is the first big fight Virtus Pro will capitalize on. They will be able to get Whitemon with the bash. One more hit to go. And he cannot go that deep. And Tomato has already returned back to action. Even that level 1 stroke of fate. He's going to go for Notice with a charge. And that will be enough. Raindrops or not, Notice.
You don't have any mana. You don't have any runes. What can you do? When both mid laners do find an entry into this game, imagine how more explosive it's going to get than it already is.
Well, they're going to try and Kasane here at half HP, but suddenly as they do that, Centaur shows up out of nowhere. CK already down to half HP. Ari still tanking hits, but gets creeped to the face by Kirtic, and Sayush has also TP'd in. Whitemon coming in for the back. Ryle has made his rotation as well, but as said, Shaker can't come to the help, so they're going to have to fight this with just 3 versus 3. Kirtic will fall. Whitemon secures the kill. Ryle's going to be dropping low on HP, but FNG has no way of catching.
Already, he's actually winning in net worth against this Invoker at the current point in time. He's just farming up. He's realizing he won't be able to make these rotations, but
they attempt on Kasane. This one seems to be a kill for LK. The support's picking up the kills. FNG will take this one.
And the kill is Spirit Breaker.
Scan connects. Scanka does connect, but they're moving straight towards the lane. You see that it also now shows a green line, so probably some traffic in the bottom lane. That is a Radiant Sentry, also a dire placement for Owls on the other side, and there we go, the instant echo into Whitemon, dropping the ulti to try and save Ryle, but here comes the counter initiation. Ice Blast does connect onto a couple. TV will pop the Metamorph as well to start hitting FNG. Squadix, he won't be able to get out instantly as he gets glimpsed back into the fight. TSM already lost 2 members and no
mana burned all the time. Goes for Brown Boots Blink Dagger. And he gets his revenge right away. Just hitting every single room too, by the way. And all the what they can do here, the glimpse takes the Shaker away for the time being, and that Soulbind will not connect into any follow-up spells, at least. Notice trying to make a run for it, but the right click seems to be too much for him. And talking about the last gank as well, as VP lost a member in that gank, TSM were able to push the bottom T1 tower for some damage, so the trade goes for them. FNG gonna get hit by the EMP once again, and Kasane looking to close in the gap with that glimpse again. Whitemon He's been everywhere so far. 8 in the old school way right now until he gets his blink. He's not even halfway there yet. So you got to rely heavily on these glimpses. That's where we're seeing him max it out.
Squadix. They're setting up for him here. Tornado to set up for the static storm. And he needs Sayus to help him out. Buddy, I'm burning here, but there's nothing they can do. And they will even take Sayus into the arms of TSM. Ari ready for the stun in 2 seconds. Notice trying to interrupt that ice wall. That space cow is like, I'm stuck in eternity or some kind of black hole. But no, it's just ice. Bryle with the second kill going for him. And there we go. The Guardian Angel from Bryle. And the turnaround for TSM to take even more. They've got 3. This looks like a 4th on Notice. He's trying to charge away. He will get out, but Karatic down. And Notice, that is a full-on team wipe. TSM. They took the broom and they're scrubbing Virtus Pro
on the centaur now. So now you have that type of initiation that is just stable and reliable.
Pretty sick net worth for Pause 4 Centaur 50 minutes in as this game's been going with the glimpse. Bringing in FNG, TSM coming out from multiple directions. All right, no second thoughts, just instant static storm. Notice can't actually cancel his charge either because got silenced momentarily there. Noticed gonna get pummeled by Bryle and a couple illusions from the TV. Ari thinking about going in, but it's blinks on cooldown. And there we go, Whitemon with the glimpse. Man, Whitemon.
Yeah. Status resistance hero because Kinetic Field doesn't care about status resistance. Glimpse doesn't care about status resistance. Well, neither does Static Storm. So you can just like lock him down when normally that's supposed to be Spirit Breaker's strength. He's not supposed to be able to be locked down. Against Disruptor, he's one of the can't do it.
Gonna surprise FNG here. AA taking a Sunday stroll inside their own. Well, not very.
The farm speed, and he's just fast, right? Like with these boots of travel, even 90 move speed.
Well, surprises noticed. Echo Sun coming up from Squadix and the Static Storm locking up this Shaker. And they are just a couple heroes here, but TSM, they've got more than just a couple. The whole team is here. And the glimpse. Welcome into the loving arms of TSM. Another kill for them and a 7k lead built up.
Whitemon placed that Observer Ward to get the vision for the glimpse there, to get that one extra kill there. But even...
It's going bottom. It's not over yet.
Yeah, it's not over. Looks like they want to fight on VP. Notice walking in.
Want some vengeance, right? But is it foolhardiness? Is it courage that they're using here? They've got an AA blast to connect onto Bryle. It doesn't really connect with the debuff, but they got the damage for Karatic for the kill. Ari. Good blink in and stun if they have to follow up damage, but it looks like VP are bringing in the numbers this time. Glimpse throwing back. Nice stun to follow up on the Glimpse as well by Ari, but he loses half of his HP. Look at those crits from Karatic. Kasane has to intervene, and there we go. ZK, I'm going to TP out. Bye-bye. I ain't going to stay here any longer as Tomatoes also showed up, but he's also losing some HP. Notice charges away. FNG and Sayus are trying to get away from the big evil Glimpse of...
Winks will hit him with a charge out. That took 70% of his health, which is 2 spells right now. So Tomato after that is probably realizing, yeah, maybe need a little more time to get some more items here. It's just a dead FNG here.
Yeah, but maybe a dead Whitemon too. Is it enough? It's got these Hurricane Pikes, Dragon Lances have been like these stat items for multiple specific heroes. It's not. Maybe it is the meta for Invoker, but it is actually nice to see it in this particular game.
Top lane. Whitemon
can do here. Got 2 heroes in the road, 3 heroes in the Roche pit, while the others are fighting in top, and it's Bryle and Whitemon. The dynamic duo for TSM finding a kill on Sayus, making them know that
on all accords, he's still managing to keep up on the farm as the Omni that has a free game. A little bit of difference in heroes in the farming speed. Really a high reliance on his Terrorblade this game.
Bryle surprising FNG again.
Yeah.
And maybe even more, because Ari is chasing Sayus here. They do throw in the Glimpse, and he's used into the air. This Ari build on Centaur is really enabling them set for kills. They've got Glimpse, and then he has the Yule as well to make sure not getting out. Off lane at the same time. Notice is right next to Bryle. He's on the high ground. This time it's 2v1. Is it fair enough for Bryle? Is it fair enough for Virtus Pro? Well, they're going to try with that Stampede, and they do end up finding the Shaker. Ari is here, trying to get away with the jumps, but that is going to be his demise. Burning to the end, and Bryle another kill.
You know, they see one more hero, too. Glimpse in the Static Storm.
Yes, all over the map, unless Sunstrike is going to be enough to help them out.
So, next time that will be a definite kill with the Hex.
Well gotten.
And the whole map right now, it just belongs to TSM. It feels like they're able to farm right now.
And they get the Swell's going to be connected, and Ice Blast is also their perfect combo. Kasane is here, though.
It's the box too, baby.
Up. does have Guardian Angel available. And they also let him go. They see Tomato. He's frozen in the river. Here just pops his Phantasm, and they're going to target Brawl. Brawl actually going to get caught with the silence. Squadix, he's got the Fissure, and he's got them locked down. Here goes the Guardian Angel for the Echo Slam. That will go straight through. FNG will fall to Ari. At the same time, Notice going to be charging with the Tomato, but Tomato, he's holding his ground, and Karatic is on the run. I need help, boys. Ari thrown into the air with his own Yules, but he will lose his life. Squadix will smack a big totem into his face. It happened in the mid lane. It feels like ages ago already at this point. The game has taken a different course. Ari spotted by FNG. FNG will for the instant Ice Blast, prevent the Centaur from blinking forward, throws in for the Yules. FNG gonna get hit by the cold snap. Spirals coming in, Kasane deep it in. Squadix stuck on a clip, Where are you gonna go? You're being called teasy right now. And it's TSM that's gonna make sure that you're not getting out. The Squadix is just dead. Oh, poor VP. And Otis won't be able to run away either. Hit by the tornado, pops his BKB. I gotta run, boys. And Sayush, I don't think he's going to be that lucky as Ari with the Yules. He's going to chase him down. We've seen this story before, and Kasane is high on his heels with the Omni Knight. Ari with the stun, Glimpse throwing at the Grimstroke all by himself, and TSM on the hunt for a potential pickoff, though. They've got all they need for the catch. White Pawn, Ari, Bryle. These are the ones to find pickoffs with Ari. It's caught here. They actually will be able to blow up the Centaur with ease, but Karatic, he popped this BKB so early. Notice with a beautiful charge in, though, but he's losing all the target. They can't see anything. They're just going away with their Glimmer Capes and their Ghost Walks.
The GA is supposed to be the counter to the CK ultimate, right? CK at some point might want to consider a Nullifier. Nullifier. Oh, they echoed.
Oh, that's a big one. Jumping straight on top of Brawl with the Echo Slam. Kasane coming in with the Boots of Travel too. Notice actually hitting the Centaur on the way there, but Brawl going to be safe for the Guardian Angel and Tomato. He's ready for the action. BKB's already popped on the side of VP, and they're going to make this count. They really need the kill on one. But Brawl, but Whitemon, the Static Storm is placed down. Karatic is going to be stuck inside of it. They've already lost a couple of heroes on the side of VP, but they're forcing the rest of them away. TSM, they might just be able to clean out the entire team. Squadix is trying to run, has his blink available. It's going to be able to dodge that blood grenade as well, so he can blink right after the enchant totem. So it's not VP, straight up push to the high ground.
They got Ags on the Grimstroke right now, so they can make a copy of Tomato here if they want to go. They probably should. Here it is.
And they're going to try it. Inkswall coming in with the charge of the Ice Blast coming in as well. Tomato, he's going to get stunned, but the Sunder comes out just in time, and he dodges the Ice Blast too. Not going to get hit by it at all. Squadix is already down. Kasane tanking the front line, but he will lose his life. Sayush will claim that kill. Tomato still has the Aegis for 35 seconds, and he's on the run. Notice on the chase as well with this Inkswall. Has his BKB. Going to make sure that he can catch this TV, but they need some backup here. Yes, he will finish him off for the first time. And now realizing that he only has the supports on his high ground, I guess it's a smart idea to just let them stay behind. Not lose too many heroes. Trying to ult on Tomato, but just getting Yules by Ari. The charge coming into the camp instead of a hero. Ari blinks away. Whitemon getting lost on this one. FNG's right there. 6 more seconds for the Ice Blast. Stampede coming out as well. Notice very low on HP right now, but still continuing with the fight. Disruptor low on HP. Ari down to half as well. Tomato's running away. Ari, he's the last one here remaining as Whitemon is already down, but the Ice Blast is following Tomato. It's giving vision for Notice. Notice coming in with the charge. They do get the ulti to connect, but Bryle is also here. So what does VP decide to do? Do they continue with the
scale until late game? The Centaur, he's just a glorified blink stun at the moment.
They see Bryle. Oh, they actually got the gem, but they finally spot him. But do they get the catch? Yes, they do. There are the strikes there. And the Static Storm also plays down. The Guardian Angels was very early. Notice pumping the refresher for another charge. Ice Blast will connect into the middle. Omni are going to be hit by the Echo Slam as well. And they dual take down Ari. Will take down Kasane. Tomato, he's running out of firepower in the front line, so he has to deal the damage, but he's getting stunned up on the spot with the frozen cold feet right now. And Virtus.pro yet to lose a member, forcing up the buyback off of Ari.
That was really good. So far still, Refresher was the choice for the Spear Breaker with the double charge in there, double another strike, double BKB. And he's going back in. He's not done.
Charge onto Tomato, another strike. It's ready. 700 HP to go through. A couple more hits. They've got Tomato. They've got Tomato. And Ari also being controlled, silenced at the time. CK bringing him in, but is disarmed, and Ari just died back on the side of the map, defending that push. Taking away the outpost, have some vision.
They're smoked up. They want to go on something here, but we're back to the old days. We're camping high ground and vision and wards. They found Bryle.
Nice blink out, but the Echo stuff doesn't really connect either. Neither does the Static Storm as he's popped his BKB. And notice that's a very early pop for him as well. Doesn't catch anyone with the charge. Ari is fighting against the rest of these CK illusions and getting pummeled to death. And Ari will be gone for 60 seconds. VP looking for another opener here. Noticed in the front with the ink swell, but the charge is still on 5-second cooldown. Does get the nether strike. Wipe on all the way to the low ground. 4 staff save quickly to get back to safety. But the Fissure from the charge as well. And Whitemar's about to drop with this disruptor. Low on HP. Meanwhile, Model, the Guardian Angel will come out, but he's also going to get sold by Heritage. Going to be in the front line with the CK, and they're fighting basically just to the death as Tomato has to run away, realizing that maybe I can't beat this CK by myself. And Bryle has finished off Notice with a deep dive, dropping the gem onto the ground. Virtus.pro on the retreat, but Bryle's not going to let them get out. Squadix going to get hit by the cold snap. Vessel combo, and Kasane is here, and Bryle will get the kill.
This one are actually cracking these Lincolns open. We'll have to see, but they definitely do have to pop this Lincolns multiple times potentially. Oh, Ari!
They're going to go aggressive with the Stampede. FNG misses his ult, but Ari's going to lose his life here. Sunstrike is also on top of Kirtis slowly losing the fight, but has the Aegis.
There's a Dark
Tomato on the run right now. Still has the BKB as well. That is not a Metamorph illusion.
This game has turned a little bit into some of the old patches, like just camping some high ground vision here, as we have entered the late game now.
Scans on top. Know exactly where TSM are right now. VP closing it again. Whitemon in the front line. Echo does connect on Tomato and Whitemon. Whitemon's going to be gone. And there we have it. The TV control for the time being. Ice Blast connects as well. Can they get a couple more hits? And Notice pumps his BKB. Just needs vision, but there's no vision to be given.
Refresh.
Heritage X and the Stampede also used just in case. FNG still pretty low on HP. Hasn't really regenerated at all during this time. He's just standing his spot, standing his ground, throwing in more vortex, more vision. Parties are doing the work. The heavy lifting right now for BP. Here's Ari going up with a blink stun. Does get hit by Noticed. And Tor now Yule's up into the air. Tomato can't find an angle to hit them and can't even pump his Metamorph right now. And Ari's gone. All buybacks are up for both teams though. Waves are pushing in. Creeps are inside TSM space. The creeps are inside TSM space right now, so you gotta do something. This is what VP's happy with. Stampede's going to be popped as Ari charges in. Fissure on 2. Echo on 2 by Squadix. Disruptor's going to be low on HP. Can't get this Static Storm off at all. Notice is low on HP too. He's going to have to move himself over the Wind Waker. But Whitemon is down. Tomato's popped his BKB. And Kasane and Bryle, they're going to be chasing on some Notice. FNG's also on the run. Kirtis down to half HP. Notice going to be found. He's going to charge away. And Invoker's been found as well with the stuff for Kirtis. Kirtis takes him down. Looks for Kasane as well. The Omni Knight down for the double kill for this one. And Tomato is down too. They're forcing out buybacks off of TSM and Ari. He's all by himself right now. I wish I had friends, but all your friends are dead. As Virtus.pro clean house and force out a lot of buybacks off of TSM. It could just go down to one more team fight, Fear.
It definitely can. And when you have no buybacks available here, you have no meta. Roshan just spawns, and I think TSM, they're looking at, they're actually going to get Heritage here.
Oh no, not that as well. The CK, they maybe extend themselves a bit too much. TSM. They got a freebie out of the pockets of.
Just have to have balls to steal there, honestly, to make that play. If you are TSM, that's playing to win right there.
That's his buyback. That's his buyback as well for this one.
Goodness
gracious, and TSM got the jump as well. VP Sayush is going to be the one to drop first. Notice them run away on the Spirit Breaker. And Sayush just forced his buyback. And they're so scattered right now. Squadix, no Echo, no nothing for another 15 seconds at least as he's walking away.
Exposed here as the creeps will come marching in very shortly here.
And player number 6. The TB of VP, the charge onto Ari. Beautiful connection from Notice. Ice Blast will connect on Tomato. He's going to have to reset for a little bit longer. Ari is moving away. Bryle sniping FNG on the side at the same time. That's going to be one hero that's not going to be returning. Echo's flat fall out by Squadix onto Tomato. And Whitemon's going to be low on HP, but the Guardian is going to keep him alive. Kasane chasing Sayush at the same time as Whitemon's being pummeled by Squadix. But Bryle is here. They're taking 1v1s all over the place, but they will take down the Shaker. He's going to buy back. Ari being chased by Notice. That's the same as Kirtis fighting versus Kasane. They're kiting them. TSM, but they are also losing members. They've lost 2 that cannot return back onto the field. And BP right now. Creeps looming in the horizon. Range rack's gone, and the final melee, and the Ancient exposed. Can TSM hold 4 versus 5? It's a difficult task, but it's the one that they're going to have to face, as that Ancient is already down to half HP. Ari stunning up here, just a CK's right there, but they're focusing full on. Notice is buying the space on the time. Static Zone, and goal to the back line, and a beautiful kill from Kirtich as well. And TSM is out from game 1. Virtus Pro, victory. They claim game number 1.
In a very unexpected fashion. She has to egg in a spot you don't want to, right? Just because you're sealer here. So they got to make things happen a bit in the early game. They do have the Lone Druid Lifesteal combination. They got a very tempo-based lineup here. I think they need to be in a spot this game where they keep getting gold, or they need to end the game.
A bit too far way to catch SquadX here, and allowing VP to counter-initiate Dazzle. It's going to drop very low. Whiteball might just be the target of first blood, and FNG is going to get it. Notice will drop as well with that off-lane Wraith King, and FNG targeted by TSM to potentially give another kill for the North Americans. They are chasing him down as that orb dodge comes out. A couple extra right clicks enabled for Ari to close that one out. And just to get back on the thought about this Earth Spirit combined with Spectre inside the same draft, they had a... like they like to say, 17% luck, 17% skill.
100% concentration of will, or?
Yeah, power of will, but Wraith King is just, you know, Q stun. Q stun. They're chasing Sayush down in the top lane for a potential kill for TSM. One more hit's gonna deal and seal the deal, let's put it that way, as Sayush will drop the Tomato. They were also battling in the bot lane, dropping Kirtich low. Kasane with that bear, and Ari TSM having the majority right now as Spectre CS. Not exactly the highest, but maybe even a potential kill. Kasane is down to 100 HP in the bottom lane. Spectre going all the way under, diving under the tower and getting a kill on Kasane.
That's a resummon kill too. That is massive.
That too.
Like, he has no bear for 40 seconds here. So for the next about minute here, your Spectre's just gonna free.
If I saw that correct, Ari probably killed Kasane by casting ice shards into the dispersion on Kirtich when Kasane was already in a safe distance but barely had any HP. So that could have happened. However, Whitemon's already dropped in the top lane, so VP getting something for themselves as well. They're up to 4 kills now. Been able to at least punish this Dazzle. Not a lot of max HP to work for. Definitely shouldn't. SquadX is actually pretty high up here, tied up with Bryle in net worth. Also with that Lifestealer following right behind. It is VP's side lanes that are following up behind. And they're going to make an attempt onto SquadX with the coil. Ari's right there to help him out with Whitemon, but FNG and Sayush, they've got the power, and they will apply it onto TSM. Whitemon trying to make a run for it, but the Magnetize is going to be there. Bryle's on solo 1 HP. Can SquadX get another Remnant? Yes, he can, but he's still got sticks and fairy fires. Nevertheless, 1 kill with a 62% win rate.
How many of those are in the off lane?
Those are actually, there is actually 4 offlane picks. So it is shared.
But there is something happening bottom lane.
Oh, that is a Phoenix, and particularly the Sun being targeted. It doesn't get popped by the coil. Kasane is the one to die first, and now Bryle just might be a secondary target. Does get the coil out just in time, and there's the Magnetize with a powerful kick to the face. SquadX with a double, SquadX with a triple. Now, Kirtich, I want a peace of mind of that as well. 3 kills with the Sun surviving. FNG doesn't even get killed. This is a farm, and you don't have a mid laner to play around with, basically, because you're so far behind that the Virtus Pro is just going to walk away with it, but they're going to make something happen onto Kirtich here. Shadow Step onto Kasane. Drop down to half HP as well. He might just die here. He's going to pop the true form. He does get a bit of healing out of that, and FNG will be punished. Sayush also on the runaway from Ari, and SquadX. He's the hunter in the night. The invisible Earth Spirit shows up out of nowhere, Magnetize onto Whitemon and the bear. Gonna get rooted up by the bear at the same time. Kasane gonna be walking back in. Schooled by TSM by the looks of it. He thought he had the upper hand, but no. It was TSM's.
Maybe he didn't realize.
I want to stay all the way to the end with that battle. Sayush and SquadX. SquadX, he's got his blade mail by the looks of it coming on the courier. He's got the recipe on the way. And a battle for the 10-minute room. Bryle will secure the DD. They spot the Earth Spirit, but Whitemon's going to be targeted by Kirtich. Forces out the early shallow grave. Well, not early. He's about to die, and he will. As Ari and Bryle are going to have to retreat on their side of the map. VP get themselves a kill despite losing out on the action rune. But Bryle can't really use it right now. It's going to have to make him right now. TSM also smoking up towards top. FNG is still in the tree line. Throwing in some fire, spotted. Does he get the channel? No, he won't. He won't make it out. Ari and Whitemon are here, gonna try again.
He's dead. But bottom lane here, you got Earth Spirit and AA going here. A ult is online.
That rotation is coming in from TSM. They can't quite get to Kasane though. They got an eye on him, but also same thing for Kiritich. Whitemon with a slow on the blood grenade. AA blast to connect onto Kasane, and that is him gone. Ari, Whitemon trying to make a run for it. Salyush and Kiritich on the chase. Snowball trying to get away from the rest of VP. Skotix with the slow. So Tusk is also going to drop, and VP successful with it, and that is a much needed double for Kiritich. He's up.
It's a little bit concerning if you're a TSM fan here. This Spectre hero, we've seen him time and time again in the late game. This hero's ridiculous. Now with this, oh, they're going to kill Noticed once here, potentially.
Does have reincarnation.
Well, he doesn't have it skilled yet. Now he's going for it. He needs help at the same time.
He sees the orb. Yeah, now you're going to get some backup because there's a lot of heroes here. FNG coming with the heal, but Brawl's going to go for the silence. Tomato under the tower. You're going to help your life steal around. He's going to move away with they pop the sun, and they're forcing them away. Infest inside that Tusk, but Tusk, there's going to be a bit of a surprise inside. Does TSM get to use that surprise, or are they just going to die one by one as they've lost Ari, and Tomato is dead as well. Brile can't do much with that haste rune, and TSM losing a core and a support from their aggressive move. But Kasane, he will be able to take down that Spectre on a...
Probably dying. If you can manage to avoid the Ice Blast by killing him first, or hope he just misses him, then you have a real chance in the fights.
Last game we had a couple of Midases coming in, and this time it looks like Salyush. Okay, we'll get back to that in a second. As Notice being dived under the tower. Brawl's also going to be here, but so is Spectre. Kiritich wants to get a bit of damage out. And Salyush has the Ice Blast ready. Onto Tomato, trying to get to the high ground, and he's going to be history. Whitemon's dead too. Ari might just be a third kill going for Virtus Pro. He's got nowhere to go, and that Wisdom Rune secured by VP. And with all these kills going the way of Virtus Pro, you know, mentioned Salyush is the one lining up the Midas, so that's going to be...
Right, they've got a lot of heroes that apply a lot of early game pressure, and VP, they're like, nah, we're going to chill. I'm going to get Midas on every hero. We're going to pick Phoenix and Spectre together. We're going to have mediocre lanes. We'll just get to the late game and everything will be okay.
Yep, and every time you pop True Form, deleted. Back to the graveyard, Kasane. He's wise in playing it safe for the time being. Maybe they can get a bit of a wraparound
I don't know, T-Panda. I think he might be dead.
It looks like it. Ice Blast is going to be there, and he is dead once again, and so is his bear by the time he respawns. Also, to kind of paint the picture a bit about Virtus Pros, and now they are actually looking at a shot without playing a single major this year of going potentially into the upper bracket of the main event.
Well, they're
and you have TSM, and if
they're
TSM
just showing it.
That have been to a major, haven't had too much success. Salyush going to be hunted here at the same time. They're the second top team from North America, and this series just looks like Virtus Pro has been a tiny bit better, making a little bit less mistakes than what TSM has been making. So they know that, they understand that. But VP, if you look at it from their perspective, they probably came as underdogs to the series, but they're not looking like underdogs at all.
So what you're saying here is they will get a much needed kill.
We'll get that, but how many are they going to lose with this trade? Ari is already being targeted on. Whitemon's about to drop the Notice. Tomato's trying to fight back, but this Lifestealer without a Deso, his damage is limited. Squadix will take down one, and there's a TP attempt from Tomato, and he will be able to get out with the help of the Rage.
Desolator online for the Wraith King, where Tomato's still going for it. We talked about how he can't man fight. Like, I'm struggling to find good points for TSM right now.
Okay, a bit of an attempt on a bait. Notice was just hanging around there waiting for the Ice Blast to land on top, and maybe somebody jumps him, but they jump after. And Bryle's gonna get silenced right away. The puck's gone! Bryle doesn't get to do anything. He does not get to play Dota. And by the looks of it, neither does the rest of TSM. They're trying to go for the run. Whitemon, they're taking so much damage from this Magnetize. An ultra kill for Squadix. They got nothing done. They got nothing right on TSM. Oh my goodness, how much damage is being dealt. That's 4K.
I think you just have to split up and farm and just be greedy. Maybe this Lifestealer needs to turn this Mithril Hammer into a Maelstrom or something.
By the looks of it, he still doesn't have a Desolator, and he still won't be able to farm it as he's hunted down in the mid lane. And we talked about how strong a mid-Earth Spirit can be early on with a godlike spree. He is still at the back of the fights and, you know, get a casual Midas pop every now and then, and maybe get an Aghanim to amplify the old Ice Blast that used to be. Now you just get that lovely, lovely chilling touch. Kind of turned into a Dark Willow of sorts as Ari going to get hunted down by VP. But at the same time, yeah, he's like, I'm just going to go for it. You know, that's the Sayush way of playing Dota.
Yeah, these are like the saddest games to
Tomato.
play.
Not again.
Yeah, that's a Hex, by the way. Position 5 Phoenix has a Hex at 20 minutes. Yeah, okay, so these are the games I was going to say. Whitemon, he's probably going to go down here too, most likely, as he has no TP. He's just
1 second
stunned up.
Yep.
And that's the thing too. Noticed he also went for the 26 skeleton attack damage. They see him. There's a Hex.
His worries, his problems aren't over yet. Let's get the fear off in time. No Ice Blast to take, but still is dead. Death number 6 is a certainty for Kasane. Kurtic, he's toying around with him a little bit there, but that's going to be kill number 9, and another dominating streak being built up on the Spectre.
Virtus Pro just playing with their food here, and TSM doing everything that they can do. It's just, unfortunately, in this moment, there's not a lot that can be done. I think they do just have to just sit and base, kind of. So that will give them an avenue of maybe taking this fight here. Other than that,
maybe we see a fight from TSM after all. Infest Bomb is applied for the puck, so let's see if he can get to the back line and do some damage. Melee's already down. Sayush is there. FNG's right there, but they read. The Hex is onto the puck already. It's surprise. It's lost. The silence is there, and the target is Ari. Tusk is going to go down, and the puck's about to fall as well. Squadix with the roll and trying to get the connection there. Magnetized right on top of the puck, and he's still going. He's going to go all the way, and he's going to score a home run by the looks of it. Prowl still going to get away with the Magnetize, and finally, this Shaker.
You make this play. We're about to find out.
Well, an attempt is being made.
We might, yeah. They found him. What can he do here?
Manta Blade Mail, 1v2. And they're making it work. Notice he's killing Whitemon at the same time. Kurtic jumping back and forth. This version is hurting, and Tomato is dying. And Tomato is dead. And Bryle is dead. He just 1v2'd them, and Ari does the cheap shot to secure the kill. But holy, this man, he just 1v2'd them as a Spectre. At 28 minutes, they were the ones to initiate on him, and GG's called out. I'm sorry to say, Fear, but it is East Europe 2, North America 0, 2 times in a row today.